Look upon my work and despair.
Hi.
Oh, wow. I was waiting for something to happen, and I saw that.
Was it?
That was just hi.
We're just going in. Going in
raw.
Welcome.
Raw dog.
I mean, like, I can't be awake. I have made my peace with Doctor Who. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who. Welcome everybody, by the way. Welcome. This is obligation. And we'll certainly talk about the very long episode, made longer because I was stealing the iPlayer and I had to refresh it every 5-10 minutes for it to work. But yeah, she's gone. It's over. I know everybody's gonna be excited about David Tennant next year, and then Russell T Davies coming back in 2 years. I'm not. There was some nice little moments. None of them included Jodie Whittaker, the first female doctor played by Jodie Whittaker, who will now be the last female doctor played by Jodie Whittaker, who we will lovingly call Dr. Karen. She's dead. So that is good. Finally gone.
Congratulations on finally fucking off.
Yep. Destroyed a decades-old franchise. Thanks.
Sorry, it's only 60 years down the shitter, dude. That's all.
Yeah, completely down the shitter.
60 years down the shitter. It's nothing.
Oh my God, you're programming over there.
What?
Antique show, Strictly Ballroom.
Dude, the BBC is just one big fucking far left bubble. That's all it is. When I turned on the iPlayer at 1:30, waiting for this shit show to begin, I had to go through like 3 minutes of Strictly Come Two fucking women.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you're so stunning, you're so brave, you're so amazing, you're so great. So fuck off. Dance, fuck off. No one cares.
Yeah, I was.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Would you want a fucking award? Oh, it's just been so great being here. They've treated us so well and look after us so well in this industry. It's just like that. It's just like so amazing.
You're dancing.
Yeah, you're fucking dancing. Fuck off, woman.
It's so hard to dance.
I got some stupid bint to say goodbye to. And when I say goodbye, I mean with 2 fingers.
You got some poor guy who's 4th generation, like coal miner or salt miner, who's like dad died at 40 and grandpa died at 42. And like, oh, I can really feel the pain of those dancers.
I got a blister on my big toe and I had to power through. And it was
shut the fuck up. Okay.
Never a hard day's work in your life. Fuck off.
I guess we could talk about parts of this episode, but it was just it was typical. Like Chibnall decided to remove most, not all, of the agenda. I mean, we did manage to get a little black girl chained in this episode.
Oh, there was dude, they couldn't stop fucking talking about women in this fucking episode.
Well, there was just like women in this episode. Dan fucked off in the first 20 minutes. Graham came in the last couple of minutes, but it was just like women save the world. Oh my God.
I had to when I said deleted a tweet, I did that thing. I wrote the tweet, Gary. We've talked about this before. I wrote the tweet. I counted to 10, and then I deleted the tweet.
Did about 5 of those.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just don't want to, like, I don't care. Like, we know what they were trying to do. Okay. We know. And I hope all the Yasmin shippers are so pissed that they didn't make out at the end. That was just my favorite part.
I was actually, at the end, I was just like, what was all that Yaz shipping about? There was nothing there. There was nothing there. They didn't even hint or tease. And if the tease is let's go for ice cream together, then holy shit. I didn't get that one bit. I didn't get the shipping one bit. But Yaz liked her, but the doctor's the doctor. Look, what was Yaz? Dude, what was Yaz in this episode? Why was she?
Yaz? Why was Yaz?
Well, there's another one. Why was Yaz?
She's
like flying the TARDIS.
Yeah.
She's like taking people to different time periods, dropping them. I'm like, this companion is fucking useless. I mean, not useless in what she's done in as much as, you know, flying the TARDIS, but this companion has had nothing, no chemistry, nothing, no clue what to do. And every time she opens your mouth, I just wanted to fuck off.
Did she ever go back to being a cop?
Oh, can we just touch on that for a second, please? When the doctor tells her to take a gun and put it on the master, and the master was, by the way, Sasha Darwin, you are fucking brilliant. Dude, you should have been the doctor. Fuck the master. You should have been the fucking doctor. He's a great actor.
Yep.
And he you know, every time I saw him playing the master, I was just like, fucking hell, dude. You should have been the doctor. You bring a lot of charisma and personality. And when you're on the screen, it's just like you. Because, you know, Yaz has got about as much personality as a wet fish. Jodie Whittaker has no fucking range with this doctor whatsoever. And I'm one thing I'm really pleased about with Jodie Whittaker is that she left the doctor's tenure without ever having a moment. Not a single solitary moment.
Nope.
But Yaz was pointing the gun at the master, and the master said, "Oh, do you know how to use one of them?" Because, you know, he's like cheeky woo. Do you know how to use one of them? And she's like, "Yeah, I've had firearms training in my job." I was like, "Job? You never fucking go to your job. Never. She never goes to a fucking job." It's even with Clara. They went and saw her still being a teacher, and then, you know, Capaldi coming and picking her up and taking her away on adventures and shit. But Yaz, I think we saw her in season 1. And then maybe the first episode of season 2, just walking away, going, "I've got to go somewhere." And the boss saying, "But Yaz, you're the best we got." Really? She don't fucking do out. So, yeah, that moment made me laugh. And then when oh, fuck it, I don't even know what his fucking name is. Dipshit, Liverpudlian guy leaves, and he's just like, "Take care, Yaz." And she's just like, "I don't care." And he's just like, "I'll text you. I'll ghost you." I was just like, fuck off.
I know.
You're such a twat. You're just an obnoxious fucking twat. You're not a character. You've got no character. You've never had any character. And the hilarious thing is, you never had any relationship with the Doctor either, so go fuck off.
No.
Oh, it's bad, you know, it's bad enough not caring, you know, not caring a shit. Because when the Doctor was regenerating, I was just like, I don't care. You know, I never gave a shit in any of it whatsoever. And I was actually just like, the only thing I was happy with is that when she regenerated, the clothes regenerated for David Tennant. Because if David Tennant had fucking regenerated into Jodie's clothes, oh my goodness me. There would have been eruptions, as my grandma would have said.
Yeah, that was very noticeable. Sorry, spoilers. How many people here? Well,
nobody cares. Nobody cares, Gary. Nobody.
Yeah, in the States, because it doesn't air for another 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna spoil it. Just so you know.
Watch it on ×2.
Yaz ended up being an Uber driver. And not very good at it.
Yeah, this is so weird because you meant to have this bit with, you know, all these shippers with Yaz and the Doctor, and he thought in the final episode, oh god, they're probably going to kiss in the final episode, and the Doctor will regenerate and whatever. Actually, on form with Whittaker's Doctor, never giving a fuck about a single companion because she's sending them into bloody Daleks and fucking Cybermen, and they have no clue what they're doing.
No, they brought back the Time Lord Cybermen who are working in league with the Daleks and the Master in 2 different time periods to regenerate the entire Earth, and Daleks and Cybermen are once again an alliance. A Dalek betrays them to give Doctor very convenient. Like, it's just, this is a great minus a solid 3-minute, and I would just say minus all the scenes without Jodie and all the previous Doctors. Yes, we got the 6th Doctor, we got the 5th Doctor, we got the 7th Doctor, we got the 8th Doctor. We got
technically the 9th Doctor. No, Eighth Doctor. Sorry.
And the first Doctor played, I'm forgetting his name, but obviously. But he's not the first Doctor. I don't want to bury the lead here. The Timeless Children was not erased. It was reaffirmed. It still exists. So this show's dead. So that wasn't the first Doctor, although it should be. And that was the first question I asked. He ignored me. I know. Big surprise. Russell T. Davies. I said, who is the first Doctor?
Ooh, of course, yes.
Who is the first Doctor? That is the most important question for anybody taking over Doctor Who right now. Who is the first Doctor? And we only have,
there's only one answer.
13 counting that.
There's only one answer.
Yeah.
14 including the War Doctor,
I don't count Jodie.
That's a good point.
I don't count Jodie as a doctor. I don't.
Sorry, I'm adding 10 times 2, by the way.
So it says here, the truth of it for £5 British pounds, proper money, by the way. Yes, for you Brits, I'm wearing my bowler hat, bought in London.
Regent Street.
Yeah. Minus a solid 3-minute end, the whole blooming episode was shoving in random nonsensey, like choppy scene to choppy scene. No actual story. No, that's exactly what happened. The only interesting parts were when the previous Doctors showed up, and seeing Ace and Tegan was cool, even though Tegan left. I don't know why she left in a huff.
Tegan left in a huff, and then they also had the story that Ace left in a huff.
Yeah, but that's I it seemed to contradict some Big Finish stuff, and then not. So, which I haven't listened to every Big Finish thing. Okay, especially the stuff lately, which is just woke shit. But
by the way, Paul McGann looks great.
Paul McGann,
I'd love to see you as a Doctor
tomorrow.
Story, please. Yeah.
Oh my God. Why not, during this big waiting period, why not just do a mini series with Paul McGann? It just makes no fucking sense. Why not? Give him his season. Give him a season. Straight. Yes, because he's white and straight. That's the answer. Yeah, he looking great. He is fantastic. Okay, so
but just to finish that thought I had, just to go on par with Whittaker and her companions, just kicks the ass out the fucking TARDIS at the end.
I know, she's like, I gotta do this out alone later.
I thought she was just leave me to regenerate and come back in, but now she's like, fuck off, fuckity bye, as Capaldi would say.
Kind of like we are with this Doctor. Yeah. Oh my God. So the first female Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, was given every chance to succeed. Record ratings in the first episode, aired on a different day. But she had fewer episodes. I mean, she got 2.5 technical seasons that they spread over fracking 5 years. Is it 4 years? 5? It feels like 10.
I think it's 2017. So yeah,
it's like 27 years. That's what it feels like.
Feels like a lifetime.
But I mean, this show ended when the Timeless Children aired. End of story. Flux was just garbage.
Oh yeah, the universe is still fucked. So how is it not fucked?
Yeah, they didn't unfuck the universe. Gallifrey is still gone. Time Lords are now Cybermen. And
Cyber Masters, Gary. Cyber Masters.
Fuck me. Tecteun created regeneration by murdering children over and over.
Yes, did you know who Tecteun? She's a genocidal maniac.
Yeah, she's like Space Hitler. And yeah, it's just it's all still there. It's all still there. So I don't know how this and I don't care. The worst part about this is they fucked it, and then they took so long to come out with other episodes, and it's gonna be a year from next month till we see Tenet again, and that's for I know a bunch of people. It's
one episode.
It's gonna be one special.
Ncuti Gatwa's in it.
Ncuti Gatwa.
So yeah. Because at the end, after the episode aired, they showed the teaser for the 60th, and Ncuti Gatwa's in it. So,
and then that's another year. I mean, you are really relying on an audience that just is not going to give it. And by the way, when Doctor Who peaked, we're going on 10 years here in the States, by the way, when Doctor Who like absolutely peaked. It has been a decline since the 50th. It's been a decline. And it's too bad. So now all those people that you got, it's been 10 years. They're not going to they're going to move on with their lives. And
I'm really interested to see what the ratings are.
Oh, they'll probably be good because Tenet's coming back at the end.
That's just the thing. But I want to see what the overnights are.
I gave the damn show like 50 clicks because it kept fucking spinning on me. So I'm like 50 people watching it. Sorry.
It doesn't. No, that doesn't factor in. That factors into the times 4 rating, or whatever they call it, where the same account, if the same account watches it over and over again, it doesn't add to the rating. But yeah, I just want to see how many people wanted to live tune in. Now, probably a lot of people didn't realize that David Tennant was going to come back for the 60th. So that news going around may have an effect on the 7-day, which is technically the final rating. But how many people are going to tune in for the overnights? Because I think it should be relatively good. But there's a part of my brain which says, I kind of think it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be the depths that the show's had. But, maybe 5.5 million. I just don't see it being like an 8 or 9 or,
Well, are a lot of people watching the Centenary? Is that the name of it? Programming, the 100 years of BBC? Because this is just a random Sunday.
I don't think anyone cares about 100 years.
No. Yeah, like I mean, I like the BBC. I a lot, and I didn't give a shit.
Nobody clipped that.
The only thing I liked was the bloke they were talking to beforehand who had the autograph collection. Did you see that? That was fucking awesome. This guy has an autograph of not everybody, but almost everybody from every fucking episode, like companions and shit. His books are fucking huge. Like that was cool. Seeing a fan, see them interview a proper fan. But other than that, like I care less. I don't know why. I text you earlier. I was watching the program and I'm like, oh God, BBC is like super gay.
Super gay, yeah.
Like ballroom dancing and antique shopping. Oh my God. But I was like, I miss proper Top Gear, God, I miss the show. That was such a great show.
We got a grand tour.
We do. I mean, is it still around? It doesn't have
doing specials. Yeah.
They don't have in studio stuff, but God, the Christmas specials, that one where they went across Africa was cool, and they looked for the source of the Nile. That was good shit, man. John Smith for $10. Do you guys think a female doctor could have worked? I think if you had a talented writer and a cast, more capable actress, Olivia Colman would be my pick. It would have at least been tolerable. Yeah, I mean, like with a good writer, anything can work. Anything can. I just don't think it was necessary at all. Like, why don't you just use a female Time Lord?
They should never have made the Time Lords regenerate into men or women, because that was just, again, that was a BBC agenda. So that they could convert the Doctor from a male to a female. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and where they wanted to take it. I don't think the Doctor is a female character. I don't think it works as a female character. And yes, there are some incredible actresses who could play incredible Time Ladies, just like we saw with Missy. Absolutely unbelievable. She was great. But the Doctor is the Doctor. To me, and the Doctor should always be the male character.
Yep.
And the Whittaker run, no matter how much the BBC go, she's amazing, she's great, stunning, she's fucking brave. The amount of affirmation that you've had to push onto her because it's been absolute dog shit is incredible. Yep. And the ratings have just proven that. You can't deny the ratings. And the last special was nobody in the UK, nobody fucking watched it. That's how bad the series had got. That's how down in the dumps it is. Nobody cares. This doctor is a failure. These companions are failures.
We can't. With Americans, we can't conceive like how big this show was in your country, right? A sixth of your country even watched Jodie's first episode, like damn near a sixth of your entire country documented, to be fair. But like we don't even do that with the Super Bowl here. You know, that's pretty, like, percentage wise, that's insane. That's great. But yeah, like, I have been one of the few on record from the very beginning saying this is a male established character. I was willing to give it a shot, but I didn't think it would work. Because now if you had RTD back with Olivia Colman, then I'm like, okay, they're taking this seriously. No, they brought in fucking Chibnall, who's frankly, his episodes suck. Okay. His episodes are always wrapped up.
Most of these were repurposed from different episodes.
Well, dude, that's what, like, go back and look at his David Tennant. I would say like his best episode is, what's his best episode? Chibnall's from the Tennant Smith era. 42 maybe.
Oh, I would
but there's an arbitrary countdown clock.
I'd say Dinosaurs on a Spaceship.
Maybe, yeah.
Because of the villain and how Matt Smith, you know, he wanted to be a light episode and it had a nice little bit of darkness at the end.
That episode, I mean, he's done a couple like that are tolerable, but like they're not.
I wouldn't say the Power of Three or anything.
There's nothing he did that would go showrunner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jamie Matheson wrote 2 masterpieces with Capaldi in season 8, and I was like, make that guy the showrunner, man. Because he just got it like immediately. Because I was like, kind of like Capaldi, I was like, I don't know, but then, you know, Mummy on the Orient Express was fucking
great episode,
awesome. Flatline, awesome episode, great speech in there, great Doctor Who speech in there, and
I miss them.
God, I miss those. And you're right. You were absolutely right. There is no. This is just like Star Trek Discovery, like, or the Kurtzman era. What's your favorite Kurtzman era Star Trek episode? What's your standout moment?
The one where she says, I have to go through a portal because that's the only way we can destroy the suit, but I'm going to have to sacrifice myself. And then everyone goes, hey, let's all go with you because we love you so much. And then the first thing she does when she gets through is, put the auto destruct sequence on the autopilot. So she didn't have to go through the portal in the first place. Yeah.
Are they going to do 3 episodes for sure, Dan? If they are that'll be interesting. But is it going to be 3 episodes over the year? Maybe 60th special is 3 episodes, guys, unfortunately. But is it that week or is it leading up or maybe it's afterwards? Maybe they do one on the anniversary and then they end it with a Christmas special. That would be
this is the BBC. It'd be a New Year special because Christmas don't like Christians. The BBC
Christmas
love them some other religions, but they don't love them some Christianity.
And that is, by the way, that's true. That's all fucking true. That is like from the highest source. That is true. They did not want to be on the Christian associated, like, and they do every other special. It's so fucking bizarre. I don't have an explanation for it, but I don't have an explanation for a lot of the woke insanity that's been going on there. A show that brought everybody together, like literally, like brought everybody together, was taken apart because they didn't want it to be too masculine and they wanted it to be a platform. And that's the BBC's. That was the BBC's entire agenda. And by the way, people are just like rejecting this shit left and right now. So it's ending, thankfully. But it's ending kind of like we thought it would. All the stuff we love now that these activists came in and just took it apart. And Chibnall, like, at one time was a fan, famously, picked the show apart when he was a youngster. But I'm not going to doubt that he was a fan, but like not anymore. Not anymore. He became like a British elite and won some awards with Broadchurch, which was, fine first season, really fucking dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Really dark. Not rewatching that one a lot, but yeah, and we're gonna hear, and it's fine. By the way, I'm only mentioning this because some people are new here. I'm gonna be called a hater, a grifter, as is gonna be called a hater and grifter. I fucking love Doctor Who. I have loved Doctor Who for a very long time. I could cover this room with Doctor Who merchandise, this entire room. I can get rid of all the Marvel and DC stuff and the Lord of the Rings stuff that's taken up that wall, and I could just cover this thing floor to ceiling with Doctor Who stuff, which I have about a third of it, because I love Doctor Who. Like I went insane at a point in my store where like even my customers like, are you sure this is a good idea? And I made damn near half of it a Doctor Who store. I just ripped down one of my biggest walls and I put up, because I wanted to have the most Doctor Who merchandise in Northern California, which I did for a long time. And it fucking sold like crazy. It sold like crazy. I had that thing pumping in my store 24/7 when I was gone. It was on the screens. Doctor Who was playing when every light was turned out. You could see the screens and you could walk by my store and see some Doctor Who playing. Yep. I love Doctor Who. Okay. I hated to see this.
Of course we don't. God, you know, when we've started to talk about Russell T Davies era and Moffat era, I was talking about this to Mauler the other day actually, and we just went off on a gush. We just went off on a gush. You know, we were just talking about how much we loved it, you know, what it was like, how great the doctors were, what they brought to the roles, favorite episodes, we were just going, and we just carried on. Like, I don't know how long it was. It was like this huge Doctor Who gush that we did. And that was, you know, that was just something that sort of all came out of us, you know? It was just something that I guess we needed to do. And I think one of the reasons why is because we knew that we've lost that now, you know.
Yep.
And you know, there were some nice little moments in this episode with the returning older doctors. And at the same time, though, I was actually pretty sad when I saw that, because I was just like, look at everything that we lost.
Yep.
You know, because Sylvester McCoy, when he's speaking to Ace,
dude,
as number 7, he did this like 30-second speech to Ace, and it was like I'm not being hyperbolic and I'm not trying to be spiteful, but it was like miles better than anything Whittaker had done in a whole tenure.
Best moment in the entire run of Chibnall was this little moment. Not even the Peter Davison one was okay, but the Sylvester McCoy and Ace one was a banger. It was just good.
Great. It was I was just like, oh, for 30, you know, for that 30-second, whatever, 45-second, whatever it was, I was just like, God, Sylvester McCoy still fucking got, and he just like, boom, he was straight into 7, just like back right, you know. And I was just like, God damn it, boy, God damn it, sunshine.
And it was disrespectful to the male doctors, you know. She's like, sorry we left in a bad way, and he's like, hey, you know, the best thing about, you know, our children have to leave, and it's the best part is seeing them fly. It's like, oh shit, that was good.
Yeah, that was real good.
Yeah.
And then ironically, Chibnall wrote
Jodie
a better male doctor in 30 seconds than he did a female doctor in 3 fucking seasons.
I know.
Well done, Chippers.
Then she turns right back into Jodie, and it's like,
yeah. Hey, I'm just going to do this for the whole fucking episode. All right. Hey, ooh, do you want to get an ice cream, Yaz? Hey, ooh, hey.
So Bud kill.
And even Paul McGann, who had about 3 lines, but was just like, when he spoke, like his first 3 or 4 words, it was just like the gravitas in his voice. You know, you were just like, ooh, 8. and so there was like, it was nice to see that. Trust me, it was really nice to see that. But at the same time, it's just like, this is who I want to see. These are who I want to see. You know, this is the type of Doctor, because obviously their time has been and gone. Although McGann, I see, you know, so much potential with him still to do something on the screen with Doctor Who. But I was just like, this is virtually every one of them, apart from Colin Baker's 2 second. Hello. But every single one, like Sylvester McCoy, 8, Paul McGann's number 8. I forget the name of the actor, which bugs me, who played William Hartnell's number 1. First Doctor, because that's the only fucking answer. And every single one of them, you were just like, how come all of you can exemplify exactly what the Doctor is in such a tiny period of time that Whittaker's just never got?
Bradley. I was going to say Bradley. I knew it was David Bradley.
Yeah, and who he was actually the villain in Dinosaurs in a Spaceship.
Yep.
So you just saw in those very brief moments, how can they just get it and Jodie doesn't? You know, it was thank you, chat, as well. It was so bizarre, and yeah, that moment between McCoy and Ace was great. Ace was pretty, you know, she was pretty good in the episode, I gotta say. Tegan, God bless her, but I don't think she knew where the fuck she was.
Quick trivia on what kind of ship was David Bradley's character, who I can't remember his name, from Dinosaurs in a Spaceship, but what kind of ship was he flying? It was a Chula warship.
Oh,
Jack's ship.
Captain Jack's. Yeah,
I remember that. Everybody's like, Captain Jack's coming back. That's a Chula warship. Now it's just random shit Stephen Moffat put in. I just watched an entire video today breaking down like all the signs that Rory was the master, but it was just a bunch of coincidence.
Yeah.
But like it could have been. Maybe that's what they were going to and decided last minute not to, because Karen Gillan and Matt Smith bailed early.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm actually. I mean, one of the things about that Moffat run is I don't think he should have ever brought Rory back when he was erased from history. I think that was Moffat, one of those kind of things. But
I like Moffat. I like what he did, but lots of red herrings in his stuff. Just tons.
Oh yeah,
just tons. Like RTD would wrap stuff up. Like if he's going to introduce something, it gets wrapped up later. Moffat just was kind of a magpie when it came to that shit.
But this episode, like I said, it was just repurposed stuff from Doctor Who episodes.
Yeah, dude. Like
it was season 3 with the Master, with the TARDIS.
What purpose did the paintings missing actually serve in the fucking story, other than
none? You know, it just
made no
sense. The Master just appeared and had a predetermined recording.
The Master Rasputin. So somebody liked the King's Man, which I like too, and decided to repurpose that for some reason and mix in like a World War I plot, which would have been fine, but didn't matter. Just didn't matter.
No, I thought the Rasputin stuff was going to go somewhere, and it
didn't.
Went nowhere.
Went absolutely nowhere. He was just in 2 different points of time. It was just random events put together for member berries because they knew they had nothing left. And like the one thing you can say is it was intersectional, but it wasn't like woke, except for the black girl imagery and chains, which was just I have a feeling that they even put that in there to make you think that they were going to retcon the timeless child.
No, I know. I thought they were putting that in because they wanted to have a go at fucking colonialism and you know,
which it was. They were once again they were taking a little black girl and stealing her power.
But she wasn't a little black girl.
No, she was a ball of energy. Ball of energy.
Do you know when at the end when the doctor said, "I know, I'm really sorry, right, that you've been fractured, right? But if you just put all your energy into the ground, you can dissolve the whole thing." And then just casually started walking back to the fucking TARDIS.
I know, as she's blowing up the planet. And then the Master could control her somehow and then got her to shoot the Doctor, which led her to die. Like,
oh no, how did she die?
I no,
because
she walked into the beam from the
yeah, but then then Yaz carried her. Fuck me, that is an endearing image that will be forever forgotten by my mind. Yaz carries her into the TARDIS, and then she just rests, and then she wakes up like, all right, how long have I been out, like, you know, right, how long have I been out? She's like, you've been out a long time. And she's like, okay, so, you know, I'm thinking how long? I was waiting for an answer, how long? Because if she's like 2 weeks, then you kind of like, okay, you can understand that the doctor's body's probably been dying and trying to heal, but it can't heal, and it's been forced to regenerate.
She had one hand regenerate, like about to regenerate for a while. They could go out, get some ice cream, and maybe that was the Yaz and Doctor shipping scene, is them licking ice cream cones.
Yeah, the ice cream's the minge.
I was like, well, what's this mean?
Just ice cream shaped like a vagina.
I know. So, oh yeah, it was bad. John Smith for $5 says the only thing I have to say about 3 specials: get your money, Mr. Tennant. Unfortunately, just like with Andor, I think the move is just too little, too late. I agree. When after Timeless Children aired, we went live and we said, there is only one thing you can do now. You need to cancel this show right now, and you need to bring back David Tennant for like a season. You need to like do something desperate to get fans, and you need to do it now. Well, they decided to wait like 3 years to do it. 2 years, 3 years. Too late. Like, you only have so much time in the cultural zeitgeist until you're just, it's apathy. You know, times change, as they like to tell us this whole time when they were going against the trends. They're like, times change. It's time for you to just get ready for this. And oh, wow. How'd that work out for you? Not very well. Got it. It sucks to be right. And they can never now agree with us, because instead of like having an argument or telling us why they like the show and making like doing what Jay did, you know, make a 5-hour video telling us how much you like it, breaking it down. You have all that content. Nobody's done that. Why? Because nobody likes it that much, because it's not popular. It's not good. It just wasn't good. Just like we thought it wouldn't be good, because you took an established male character and you made the character a female just cuz. And you burned your fandom. Fuck around and find out. That's we're at the find out stage. They fucked around. Now they're finding out. Lord of the Rings found out in one fucking season. Doctor Who fandom, very understanding fandom, a little too understanding in some places. 5 years, hoping for the best. Hope is not a strategy. Star Wars just brought up Andor. I don't think Andor's that good. That's just me. I watched 3 episodes of it, could not care less. Nothing about it interests me at all. But that's where Star Wars is. It's now a dying brand. It is a dying brand. Marvel just jumped the shark. Just jumped the shark with She-Hulk. You can only have so much shit out there. What's up?
What's
the matter?
Okay, so I decided to have a look at the 2 special ratings for Whittaker when they announced that she was leaving, and they're going to do the 3 specials, 2 and then the region. The first one was 3.2 million overnight.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was 2.2 million overnight.
2.2, yeah. So overnight ratings, those are the worst ratings in the show's history. And I don't know what the 7-day was on that, because
the 7-day with the first was 4.3 million, which was lower than anything.
Yeah, in
the last season, and then the other one was 3.34.
Remember, previous lows came from season 7. Well, from the season the 7th Doctor.
Yeah,
when they aired for 1 day, right? I don't know.
Yeah. 1 day, no,
no replay.
That's it. Overnight done.
I had to get like VHS copies of those, by the way. Like, they wouldn't even run them over here, and if they did, I missed it. So I just go to a con and get some VHS copies.
Yeah, so you know, I don't know if maybe 5.5 million for an overnight is going to be way too lofty.
I don't think it's going to be very. I mean, like it. Once the word that tenants in it for at the end, I think it'll have a little bump.
Yeah, but that could, but like I said, they'll be on the 7 days.
Okay, I can't pull my camera around to show you, but I have the hat rack from the TARDIS that's in the 10th Doctor's TARDIS that you can buy on Amazon. I think it's like $75. They make like an exact copy of it. And I have a Tom Baker hat and a Tom Baker scarf on it, and it's right over there. It's also got my Padre hat on it because I had to take my Padre hat off because they lost last night. It's all right. Hey, good run, boys. Very proud of you. I'm proud of you. But yeah, so I have it. You'll see it. You'll see it soon because like once I get my new table, we are moving perspective to the corner. Well, you'll see more all the Doctor Who stuff. Freaking Everett. Well, you can see some of it right there. See some of it right there. It goes all the way to the wall and up the wall, and I got it all. I got all that shit, and I stopped buying it immediately. Doctor Who action figures are some of the best action figures ever made. The little 5-inch ones, best sculpts, most posable. Like if you're a kid, you can actually play with this. They're not statue figures. Best paint jobs. They're like in my top 5 of all-time best action figures ever made. All right. So, look at that.
It's my boy.
That's your boy.
It's my boy.
I'm glad you finally got one.
Got 2 now. I've got the OG big chief one, and then this is the Zavi. One with the same mold, but it's got different base and slightly different. But that's
I've got 3. I got one other one with this red.
Capaldi's the man. I mean, even down there, I've got the Capaldis that you got me. I've got the Capaldis next to number 9's TARDIS. So I have my little Capaldi shrine.
But the episode itself, like it was just random events. They brought back Vinder and then sent him away because I think they felt like, oh shit, there's no men here at all. It was just like there was no penis on the TARDIS. That's what they were even going for. And they got rid of Dan. So I think they felt like they needed a guy there. I don't know why. All he did was capture the master, shoot him in the shoulder, and leave. I don't know why they brought him back at all. They didn't even mention his kid or his pregnant.
Oh, briefly at the end, she just went, "How's your family?" She went, "Oh, nice to meet you. How's your family?" And then just walked off. So she asked the question, then just walked away from him because she doesn't care. She doesn't care about people, this Doctor.
No, without the member berries, there's no story here. There's nothing to remember. It was just, it was like the marketing department got together and said, God, we need to, put some stuff together. And again, there's a quick scene between Tegan and the 5th Doctor and the 7th Doctor and Ace that are like that. That is such, it's a great 30 seconds that's ruined immediately. Because there's like Dr. AI, which they don't explain. Like, has that always been there? I know there's the AI that can pilot the TARDIS, and that has been in the TARDIS, but now it can just like go into your cerebral cortex and follow you around. Oh shit. Well, that would have come in handy.
Apparently.
I don't know, 100 episodes.
Every episode.
So which story had a better plot, Doctor Who or C Spot Run? We already know that Spot was a better character actor than Jodie the Log Whittaker, says Sean Godley for $20.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
You answered your own question there, my friend. The only thing I'm going to miss is screen capping Jodie facial expressions, which I had a good time doing.
You know what the worst thing about this episode was?
What's that?
Music. The music is garbage.
Oh, it's terrible. I was preparing for this episode. I watched some good Doctor Who. I watched the 2nd episode of The End of Time, and I watched the 11th Hour, which are fantastic. Oh. And in the gym, I was listening to Murray Gold for an hour. It was so great. And then you get this music, and it's like farts.
It's a non-entity. It's just nothing. There's no
farts.
No, yeah. If Murray Gold's doing the music for the next 3 episodes, I'd be very happy.
It's good. He has to be. Come on.
But I'm just like, well, I mean, we'll get to the Tenant stuff at the end, or later on. I think there's a Tenant conversation to be had.
Graph Tanker 98 for 1999 says self-promote our tactical mech Kickstarter, the Terran Expanse, the Great Colonial Migration is around 30% funded. Oh, awesome. A board game for people who love grand strategy and non-woke entertainment. So it's called the Terran Expanse. Go check it out. Nothing wrong with self-promoting. We love Capaldi too. We do.
Love him. Love the
Thanks
man.
for the $1.99 Canadian Big Raj. Thanks for the vinyl too, the Tolkien vinyl. I've one more Rings of Power video coming out tomorrow. I probably could have come out today, but I'm doing 2 live streams, so it'll be out.
I did a 4-hour stint earlier.
Hey, you did. You got another show to cover later. I know the
2 videos as well today.
Oh, good. Oh, I saw one. I watched your Doctor Who one in the morning.
Oh, Batwoman's back, baby.
Huh? What?
Batwoman's back.
No.
She can be in the Flash. And do you know what she's going to be? She's going to be the Red Death version of Bruce Wayne.
In the Flash TV show?
Yeah.
I thought it was canceled.
It is. It's the final season.
Oh, well, it's all about Red Death. So you get one more video out of that, baby. All right.
We got one more last ride.
Jane's like, no. Speaking of Jane, she'll be joining us tonight for hot. House of the Dragon leaked. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to show that adult restraint and watch it viscerally and live. And plus, I know what happens anyway because I read the book, so I know what happens. Red Death. What the hell? I don't know.
From Dark Knight, from the
Jane,
the Dark Metal universe.
There she is. Look at her.
There she is. Hey.
Jane Theory. Poor John's Brew. My mother made all the on-screen TB era, Tom Baker era scarves. I tried to get into new Doctor Who. I just can't. Well, I mean, there's a certain point you can get in, and I mean, some of the classic people just don't like any of it. That's fine. I'm not going to get on your ass about that. That's awesome that your mom made all those. Was she the one who used all the yarn? Tom Baker tells the story of they were going to make the scarf and they gave her some yarn, this lady some yarn, and she just freaking used it all. And that's why it was so long.
Yes. Yeah.
That is awesome. Yes, I have one. It is hanging on my rack. Oh yeah. On my rack.
Nice rack.
I'll take a picture of it and put it on Twitter later. I wish I could show it.
Okay, cool.
My camera is.
I wish more people took pictures of the rack and put it on Twitter.
Well, yeah. I mean, my rack's not as nice as some, okay? But it's a decent rack, all right? It's a decent rack.
I'm not judging. Judging.
Jodie's rack wasn't very good. That's terrible. I don't take it back. So Cyber Time. So they have not fixed Gallifrey. Gallifrey is still destroyed. All the Time Lords who they like in the 50th anniversary, they set this big thing up where like Gallifrey's still out there. We saved it. And then in like even Time of the Doctor, by the way, oh my God, one of the best pieces of Murray Gold music is Never Tell Me the Rules from that soundtrack of his regeneration, where the crack opens up and he gets the more regenerations. It's just fucking good because I love that Gallifrey theme.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's all gone to shit because they destroyed Gallifrey again. And the Master has consumed the Cyberium. So the Cyber Masters are still out there and they can just regenerate. And like you did nothing there. Like that is a concept a better writer could have done something interesting with. Regenerating Cybermen. Maybe you can bring the Time Lords back. Not really sure. I'm sure RTD will bring the Time Lords back. All right. I think They've been gone for too long. I love the concept of the Time War and how they used that throughout RTD's run and Moffat's run. But what Moffat did, like one of the few good things he followed up on was the crack and what it meant. And I thought that was fucking cool.
You wanna listen to some great Doctor Who music from Murray Gold? That's not like the classics like Gallifrey and da da da. You want to listen to Same Old Day
from
that was from Heaven Sent. Hellbent.
Hellbent.
No, it's Heaven. It was Hellbent from the not the from Hellbent and
did they release did they release the
soundtrack
for season 9?
Yes.
They did?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to get that.
I will. Hold on. If I just grab a because this is one of those insane build-up ones. So we can get like 10 seconds, can't we?
9. It's actually 9.
Okay. So I'll just do like I've just put it like halfway through. Because this like repeats itself, but then every time it repeats, it builds and builds and builds. So it's like
oh yeah. I remember.
And it just
starts
off real slow and builds and then by the end, it's just this insane rambunctious same thing, but and then it just fuck you, fuck off.
I know. I just got the vinyl for the Celestial Toy Maker. They got the whole episode on like a colored vinyl, and like it's beautiful until you see that motherfucking logo. You're just like, God dang it. But no, they're doing a lot of really cool things with vinyl. Lots of very cool things. So I had to get that. And it probably has something to do with the special that's coming back, because I think he's coming back, right? I stopped going to I don't go to the Reddit. Well, for one, I was banned from it a long time ago. And anybody who like shares my videos will get banned from it. So I like places I used to go all the time. Don't go anymore. Don't really care because apathy kicked in. I just stopped giving a shit. I'll watch old Doctor Who, no problem. But I don't care about anything new. I think the BBC saw Doctor Who as the only reason they changed was because they were failing miserably and they need to somehow license this product still because they need freaking money and they needed to turn things around. So they went back to RTD, who, I mean, I'm just going off what the man said, completely off the rails now. Like
he sounds like a madman. He sounds like an absolute madman now.
Yeah, he sounds angry, bitter, which is sad.
Yeah.
There's a saying, can't go home again.
Oh, yeah. Once in an absolute blue moon, it'll work.
It'll work.
99.9% of the time, it doesn't.
I think, like embarrassment of riches with Doctor Who. We got so many decades of just great stuff. Just great stuff. But shout out to channel Man Juju, small channel, great content. Check them out. As thrilled about the Batwoman news, looking forward to your vids or vid.
I don't know if she's going to be like this. If she's the season villain, holy shit, we could be. This is payday.
Yep, we got Tenet in his new suit, which looks fine.
Suit. Look good.
Look great.
Look good.
Oh, I guarantee you they'll probably make an action figure of it already and it'll sell better than anything. That's
100. Yeah. Big Chief is still trying to get rid of the Jodie Whittakers.
But they are, and they can't. And all their previous orders, they can't get those out either.
Dude, I'm waiting for your birthday present from 2020 still hasn't arrived.
I ordered the Master. Roger Delgado Master, still waiting for that. 2 years. Yeah. Oh, so
There's
yeah,
issues.
what will be talked about the most, honestly, you don't need to watch this episode. Wait till the clip ends up on YouTube between the Seventh Doctor and Ace. That's your moment. That's all you need. The regeneration is terrible. They regenerate into David Tennant with new clothes on, which is funny. That's a new one.
Yeah, the clothes regenerate because there's no way that he's, if I'm an actor, but as an actor, if I'm an actor and I've got to follow a woman and they're just like, oh, so we're going to regenerate you. You've been with his clothes to start with. I mean, no, let's just fucking put all the cards on the table, Gary. They fucking regenerated her into Tennant to try and save this fucked show.
Yep.
Tennant's got all the power in this relationship right now to get him on board. So, I would absolutely be like, no. I'm regenerating into whatever new costume I'm going to be because I ain't wearing women's clothes.
When they were making this, did they know they were regenerating into Tennant? Again, I stopped.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Not a guarantee. Not a guarantee.
You're on Sanborn for $20 says neither cruel nor cowardly. Never give up. Never give in. Hail the Fellowship. Hail. Yeah.
Remember, these got finished a while ago.
Am I cruel sometimes? Only to return it when things like patently evil get thrown around.
Well, you're not cruel. You're just calling it out.
I had Jodie fans calling me a virgin yesterday on Twitter, which is just it's like,
well, you can come clean and just admit it now, guys.
I'm a born again virgin. I am.
Yeah,
I am.
Two grown men who've gone throughout the whole totes virgins. Honest
like, you've never felt the touch of a woman. I'm like, okay, you got me. My wife went out of town yesterday, so not today.
You've never felt the touch of a woman today.
Today, you got me. Hail, Ian. What's up, brother?
Hi, Ian. How you doing?
Like, dude, I've been slammed, but Ian's fucking awesome. He flew to Dallas. He went to Dallas. I met him at the meetup. It was fucking awesome. So good guy. Go check out Rebecca Gold. I love you, guy. Love you, man. Love you, man. Thank you. Lee Woodcock. That's a good last name. That's a good proper last name.
That's a British name.
Woodcock. For
even though he's American.
You know what Doctor Who didn't have? A lot of woodcock.
Didn't have any cock. There was no cock energy.
None.
They couldn't get cock out of the show quick enough.
Have you seen the Tolkien Untangled channel? He has a series on how Rings of Power should have been made to stay true to Tolkien. Highly recommend. I have actually. And good stuff. Good stuff. Lots of up and coming Tolkien channels. And like, that's how you do it. You show them how they could have done it. But I have news on how they were going to do it and didn't. So I don't know if I'm saying too much. I've been told by three different people who might have a lot of knowledge of what goes on in Amazon, the very same thing. It did not start out as this intersectional freaking nightmare that it turned into. It started out from a good place and got usurped. So to spoil the ending of my video, Jeff Bezos got his Game of Thrones, just not the one he tended. It was behind the scenes. Lots of backstabbing. I don't know about like uncle fucking, but there was a lot of backstabbing. We'll just say that. A lot of usurping, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of pissed off people, a lot of really pissed off people that might have gotten shit on like one too many times. 1 to 2 regenerated with clothes. Yeah. Did 1 to 2? Yeah. Well, okay. Because so they can bring it back.
Dude, I'm just the record. I'm exceedingly happy they did it this way, because if I'd seen Tennant in Whittaker's clothing, from the moment she regenerated And the moment I realized this was going to be a fucking disaster, my concern has always been, what the fuck is going to happen when they have to course correct, put it back to a man, and she regenerates?
Well, and that's
now we know.
And now we know. And why didn't they? I mean, like, this is clearly an attempt to get back. This is an admission of failure. Okay, so I'm Disney Star Wars isn't there yet. I'm not calling Andor an admission of failure. I'm calling Andor something they actually put some effort into, because mainly they want it's an identity politics move. The entire show is an identity politics move, and plus it's a Disney property. It is purely from Disney Star Wars. Now, Picard season 3 is an attempt by Alex Kurtzman to get the fans back, and it is an admission of failure. Whether it works or not, that's entirely up to you. Am I excited about it? Absolutely not. I have watched I stopped watching Kurtzman Trek because it's so fucking good. There's a point where apathy kicks in. It did for me after I saw a special needs character destroy all the Federation's ships because it missed its bomb.
Because dilithium bonded with it on a DNA letter. Fuck off. Do you know how big the fucking galaxy is? Never mind. No, I'm not going to that one.
No. So
Somebody said it's not Andor, it's Blandbore.
It's Blandbore. Blandbore is good.
Blandbore.
Timeless Children broke the Doctor Who fandom. I could, you know what? I might do it. I did some clips of just some of my friends who are streaming, you know, Noel and Ian, that Starry-Eyed Girl, like these people reacting viscerally right after the episode aired, and it was just crushed. People were freaking crushed. People who were backing the series were done. I got emails, so many emails like, I hated you when this thing started, and now I like your stuff, you know, because of the Timeless Children, because I said, this is coming. You know, if it was just a female doctor and they just made Jodie another doctor, they wouldn't have this problem. People can just forget about it, but Chibnall didn't want that to happen. Neither did Piers Wenger. They wanted to piss on Doctor Who and mark their territory. So they decided to give the Doctor a new origin, something you should never answer, by the way. That not even when Doctor Who is finally done forever, we should never know. Never see what he looks like as a kid, never see his parents, never know. Then it's in the fucking name. It's Doctor Who. I never want to know. Right?
Remember that great little ending with Matt Smith?
I was just going to say that. That was like one of the best endings to a series ever. And it's like, it's not even my favorite finale, but that very ending is the shit, because it's coming up to the 50th anniversary, and it's just like, oh my God, it was good.
The question, Doctor, the question nobody should answer.
Yes,
Doctor Who? It's just, it was great. It was fucking,
and then Matt
just like turning around with his little grin,
and I think Matt Smith's finally being like appreciated the way he should be.
He's been an incredible
doctor. Yeah.
Like I said, one of the most impressive things about Matt Smith's Doctor was how he could be so young and play such an old soul. It was outstanding. Rings of I always get this wrong. I'm going to say Ackerman or something. Something like just that whole speech.
Yep.
He's not just genius the way he delivers it, but he emotionally, you know, he gets himself emotional saying it. He's got tears coming down his face because, you know, he's got himself that wound up with the way that he's you know, delivered it, and it is one of the best delivered Doctor speeches.
And it's little moments. I believe it's in The Impossible Astronaut after he dies and he comes back, and you know, Rory and Amy and River aren't telling him what's going on, and he's like, "Don't fucking play games with me."
Oh,
he just,
yeah.
like super serious. Is like, I am not the person you want to play games with.
Yeah.
Do not fuck around. That was like just little scenes like that were just, but yeah, he could be this.
Because you got to see the darkness in the Doctor. There's always got to be that darkness. And I don't know what the fuck Whittaker's what Doctor was, but there was no darkness there. There was no
like
anything there.
Like down to your soul annoying. That might be the darkness.
It was Karen wanting to speak to the fucking manager. That's all I saw. When I saw that fucking dumbass fucking haircut, that stupid fucking outfit, and that God, hello, all right, let's go, right, okay, all right, let's do it. Oh, yes.
She was
what the fuck is that, man? She was the darkness.
She was.
Yes.
The Tempest. Yeah. I mean, like, can we now have an end to like this whole era of we need to see the manager characters? Like, really, like this needs to end. It doesn't help female characters at all. It doesn't. It's women written badly by men and women. And my God, it needs to end. And I think, well, it is because we're seeing what's successful now. And you know, like, I think things were evolving pretty naturally until entertainment lost its mind in 2016 and just decided to push things faster than they should have and push things that people would never be interested in, like ever. And trying to make them popular. And that's where entertainment like made its biggest mistake. Hollywood is still where trends go to die, but they always were kind of reactionary, like, ooh, okay, we pushed the disco thing a little too long. We're gonna go away from that. You know, like 80s horror, which was fantastic, but it had its good run. But you know, sometimes it's better to burn out than to fade away. But you never want to force something on your audience, force something that they clearly don't like, and then call them racists and bigots and misogynists and all that other stuff. You never actually want to do that because the customer is always right. You know why that's a saying? Because the customer is providing you money, their time. They earn that money. They gave up part of their life to earn that money and then hand it over to you. That's a speech I gave to people at the comic store and how you should appreciate every customer, even if they're a little, you know, like I told people, like when a customer walks into your store, they're not really, even if they are kind of a dick to you, they're not mad at you. Something happened before they walked in that door.
Mm-hmm.
So try to kill them with kindness and turn it around as much as you can. And it usually works. Right. But keep in mind that like they literally gave up parts of their life for us. Like moments of their life, not the fucking money, moments of their life that they'll never get back. That is something entertainment has taken for granted for so long. That's why they call you the consumer and not the customer. You are the customer. You are not a consumer. Every time.
The reason why you're being called all these is intersectionality has to be victim. It has to have a victim.
Yes, it's about dividing. It's about dividing. Every time Az gets to do an impression of Whittaker, I feel like he's channeling Rick from The Young Ones. Yes. Oh, Rick Mel.
Oh man, this is Bill. This is so weird because last night I was watching some Rick Mel interviews.
Oh my God.
And getting myself very sad in the process because
gone too soon, predicted his own death in an interview too. There's a gone too soon, man. Oh, The Young Ones. Those 8 episodes, watched them over.
Yeah.
They in the 80s, they broadcast, like it was after they aired, years after they aired. We had never fucking heard of it over here, right? Or some of us did, but most of us didn't. And they aired it on MTV. And it just massively huge. Like in 85, 86, they aired it on MTV. And yeah, everybody my age knew what the fucking Young Ones were. And just like watched it on repeat over and over again. It was freaking fantastic. Back when MTV was good. Oh, I saw that one already. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't there an 80s Vivian and Neil like in life insurance commercial that's them older? It's great. It's really cool. You could see it on YouTube. Vivian was always my favorite, obviously.
Yeah. Aid Edmondson.
Well, I modeled like a lot of my punk rock look off of Vivian. So, I mean, I didn't put studs on my forehead, but it was a bank ad. Was it a bank ad? It was a bank ad. I thought it was a life insurance ad, but it's a bank ad. It's pretty funny though. Oh, okay. Hang on. So Tenet's back. Okay. Did you feel anything when you saw that regeneration in the Tenet? Like
no.
anything at all? Yeah, I didn't either.
That was the weird. One thing that I was acutely aware of was, obviously I've spoken recently about, I just don't care, Gary. I just don't care. And I did my video today where I was trying to, I'm explaining to you why I don't care, how I've got to this apathetic position. So one thing that I was acutely aware of when I watched this is, what happens if I feel something, and so when it got to it, because, the regenerations normally are pretty, even though it's an exciting time, it's a sad time as well, because you're seeing the outgoing doctor and most likely the outgoing doctor in a distress situation. So, there's things but that pulls on the emotional heartstrings, and that's a good thing. And so I thought to myself, just as a almost like a Pavlovian response, am I going to start not like, welling up or anything, but am I going to be like, okay, this is sad, or, they're going, and I couldn't tell you anything that she said before she regenerated. She said nothing.
Yeah, I can't remember. I couldn't even hear what she said. Something about Blossom or something.
Yeah, she smelled something. She's like, it's like, like it's like that Blossom in it. I was just like, I was just feeling, it got to actually a point when she's like, just sort of like looking at something, and I'm just, honestly, I swear on my life, Gary, I was just like, just fucking burn.
Right, I know.
Stop wasting my fucking time.
Remember at the end, like Yaz is out, I want more time. And we're like, no, we don't.
Yeah, all these lines. Yeah,
speed this up. I got a live stream to get to.
I wish I had more time. We don't.
No time.
We don't.
We don't. We
want.
I
wish, like, I think, like, I wish that we, that I'd like, like more time. No, we don't. Just fuck off already. I just want to see who's it gonna. Is it gonna be Tennant, or is it gonna be Ncuti Gatwa? And if it's Ncuti Gatwa, then how does Tennant fit into the 60th? That's the only thing I was thinking in my brain.
The question I have about Ncuti Gatwa is, how is he going to play the Doctor? Is he going to play the Doctor flamboyant, or is he going to?
We've only seen one line from him.
We've only seen one line from him. Is he going to play the Doctor straight? I've just been dying.
Maybe the first time he's done that in his life.
Well,
Ncuti, hey, I'm playing with you. I'm playing.
Yeah, like he could be fine. Like, all of RTD's rhetoric out there could be complete bullshit, and they just come out and he does this like just Doctor Who.
Yeah,
which I would recommend
would be nice.
I would recommend you do if you want anybody to come back and give a shit. Like, honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be on YouTube in 2 fucking years. I'm not going to say if I'm going to review this or not. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you are.
I hope I am, but like, yeah,
well, yeah, if we're allowed to, but I can't.
Well, I mean, if we don't get nuked,
I'll tell you something.
Literally or figuratively, I don't know.
I can't say. No, I'll tell you off air. We'll get.
Tell me off air. Yeah. By the way, I've already lived through one Cold War. I'm not that concerned. So
no, when it trans.
You mean Rose? Rose is a rose by any other name?
Well, that's coming.
Jake D for $20 says, thanks for watching this so I don't have to. Did they finally stop the tease and execute the scissoring? We did not get any scissoring on the TARDIS, but we did get the penisless TARDIS, which they were working towards for a long time, and it failed. Hail Gary, hail as Jake D. What's up, brother? Where you been? I'm in Texas now. I wonder how far I am from Jake D. I haven't seen Jake D in a while. Gregory Flack for 279 Canadian says, now it's bigger on the outside. Never watched Doctor Who, but when I do, I'll stop when we get to Dr. Karen shows up. Yep. Matt, for 5 Canadian pesos, I would, I don't know, like the Capaldi, but I always get Capaldi. I think I'm just going senile. I think I had a stroke. Capaldi stuff gets a little rough towards the end. It gets woke. It gets pretty effing, like he mentions Trump by name. There's the Dave Cullen has a great video. Like he was out in front on this. So he's got a video during, I think right after the Capaldi era where he breaks that down. Go watch it. Hail Dave Cullen, by the way, the Ginge.
Yeah, he's having good resurgence on his channel.
Yeah. He weathered the storm because he got like suppressed because of his turns out pretty correct views on the COVID.
Oopsies.
Oopsie doopsies. Anthony, for 50 Danish krona, says, as a 62-year-old Scotsman, my first was Patrick Troughton. I am so sad. I am with you, Gary. Finished now. Yeah, I'm finished now. I'll just go back and watch the old ones. And I'm good.
I like Tennant's first line.
I do too. I like Tennant.
I thought it was good. Yeah, I like David Tennant. So
what's there not to like? Like I agree. Like get your money, dude, and do what you can. And hey, if you great,
send us Doctor Who off in style, please.
Yeah,
because if those 3 episodes like good episodes, and then the Gatwa era is let's just say in line with how Russell T Davis's politics are, then that's going to be a very rough ride. And he's already said Russell T Davis that he wants to tackle things like climate change and shit.
Yes, he's come out and said that he's gotten so much more to say, and because the BBC muzzle isn't on him, he's got like full control. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that good of a thing. Hope I'm wrong. Hope it was just bullshit, and but we got years to find out. And
yeah,
I don't know why they're waiting.
And I've got the time to not have it on air and wait.
So does the chat know like how they're going to spread these 3 specials out? Are they going to do it like throughout the year leading up to the 6th? That's probably the smartest thing to do. I would turn around and get something out fucking quick. I wouldn't wait a year. I would wait 4 months max. Maybe have an Easter special. And then you could do, well, you guys don't have Thanksgiving. What holidays do you have?
We have Bonfire Night, which is
November the 5th.
Oh, the 5th. Oh, okay. V for Vendetta.
Yeah. Remember the 5th of November. That's it. Like, don't you have like a Independence Day? No, you don't, because you're fucking.
No, we ruled the world, mate. We don't need one.
All right. Don't you have a colonized day, like the day you took over India or something like that?
That's fucking every day. Every day. Every day is a colonization day. Ruled the world. We ruled the world. The known world, mate.
Yeah,
for a little bit, you know.
So you got the anniversary, you got Christmas, and maybe you can Easter.
What they don't do is they tend sometimes they do like New Year is an event. Easter tends to be an event. So they could stick one New Year. Well, they could stick one Easter, and then let's say end of summer, and then you could whack the other one on Christmas. It should be fucking Christmas Day.
Oh, we have a great holiday when we beat your asses. So it's great.
We didn't want to be there.
Whatever.
We're like, you are the most ungrateful tenants. See, we got tenant into there. You are the most ungrateful tenants. We are taking our ships and going home. Good luck with working out that Second Amendment in 200 years.
Right. Speedy the Unsilent for $2 says now it's a gay black man. I don't care what a guy does in his spare time. Jack, John Barrowman, who I hope RTD at least brings him back. But I just thought the doctor should be a dude. Don't care what that dude looks like or what that actor does in his spare time. But they're bringing him back as the doctor who's I've always seen as asexual. They're bringing him doctor back as
but you know, Tennant is 10 and 14 now.
I think a flamboyant gay man too would be a little stereotypical, don't you think?
Look, if Ncuti Gatwa is playing a flamboyantly gay doctor, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, it's not going to do well.
A disaster.
If he plays it like the doctor, he's got a chance. I consider everything after the 50th anniversary non-canon. R.I.P. Doctor Who. It's a good place to stop. That's a perfect place to stop. You miss some Capaldi stuff, but like right at the end, he's just searching for Gallifrey. It's a nice ending. You can leave it open. They had
for Gallifrey, and he's even if it was done in a not so great way, he wanted his friend back.
Yeah. And they've resolved that. So like,
because even though what they did with Clara in the last season, you know, that it was terrible, you know, they basically tried to make her the doctor in essence, and it was miserable. But that whole, when she died, the way, I mean, Capaldi is such an incredible actor. When he went to Maisie Williams and he was just like, before she died, you know, you better fucking get lost. And you better make sure that you get so fucking lost that I don't find you, because you do not want an angry fucking me after you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, and Clara's, you know, I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but that's what he said. You don't want a fucking pissed off doctor after you're out. I will fucking destroy you. I will fucking destroy you. And that's why Clara's just like, hey, you know, no, you know, please.
Not in my name. Not in my name. Yep. Good
because
stuff.
the doctor is the oncoming storm, Gary.
Yes.
He's the oncoming storm.
He's not the oncoming going to the manager.
No, he's not the oncoming tempest in me.
Yeah.
He's the oncoming storm, because he'll fucking swallow you up and spit you out if he wants to.
And that was what the show was lacking. That's what Jodie couldn't be intimidating at all, ever.
No gravitas.
No gravitas. And that's a key component to the doctor, the 1,000-yard or 1,000-year stare.
Remember on the Real BBC, literally like 2 weeks ago, there's that guy that did the video about the similarities between Kate Blanchett's Elizabeth and Rings of Power, where they essentially stole this great scene from Elizabeth and tried to make it there is a tempest in me in Rings of Power, and it turned out miserable. Kate Blanchett has all the gravitas. You know, when she was doing that scene, you were fucking paying attention and you believed every word that she was saying. Jodie Whittaker has no gravitas. There's nothing. I don't believe anything that she's saying. I don't believe what, you know, she can't get angry. She can't get mad. She can't show that darker side. It's just all like fucking one note about, hey, I'm pissed off with you, but now I'm like doing the same thing. And really, the voice hasn't changed from me being like this to being like angry with you. You know, just kind of like maybe gets a sharp word here or there. You know what I mean? Like, just doesn't change.
Nope.
Gary's tubing.
No. Tubing. No.
It's tubing time.
Tubing time. That wasn't even 38 seconds. When it comes to when you think of the character actors who played the Doctor previously, especially with Sylvester McCoy and John Pertwee, those guys were
Eccleston.
We have a term here, vaudevillian. Okay, so they were comedians. They could sing, they could dance, they could do it all. Magic, tricks, all kinds of shit. They were entertainers. That's what the Doctor should be. She is a C-list Jodie, a C-list sitcom actor. Like, she'd be like the best friend that pops in, and that's annoying like once in a while. And not even good, to be honest with you. Hey, the regeneration is already on YouTube. LOL. Then you don't need to see it.
I would say that I have to say that I would say that if you don't see it, you know, okay, you're not really missing out. But as I said at the beginning, Sacha Darwin is an amazing actor, and I think he really gave it his all. I truly do in this finale, and he actually showed some pretty fucking good range
in the beginning, like
when he's making, you know, jumping between the Doctor and becoming the Master Doctor and all this kind of stuff.
But after that,
some pretty.
They forget about him.
Like, yeah.
So they have the Master. They force a regeneration on Jodie, and the Master becomes the Doctor. There is so many things you could have done with that, and they didn't do shit with it. They just did it, and then did with it.
There was one great line. There's a great line when he went, "Oh, let's go, lads! Let's go on an adventure!" And he like bounces into the TARDIS, and then he stops because she's not moving. He turns around, and then he just goes, "Don't make me say this twice." Yeah. And he just completely changed. And I was just like, "This guy, he's good. He's fuck. Why wasn't he the Doctor? Why wasn't he the Doctor in this run? Fuck! It would have been so much better." I mean, the stories would have been shit, but at least he probably would have made them like Capaldi. You know, he had some fucking ropey shit to deal with, but my God, did Capaldi elevate this stuff?
Yep.
But you know, he, you know, it's just like I don't know. Maybe it was just like, oh my God, somebody that's actually got some range in a fucking in this show, because Whittaker hasn't brought any of that. So you know, so when somebody actually brings that, then you're very aware of it. But he does do. I think he does an excellent job in this episode for what he has to play with. He's tuned the scenery, and I think in the right kind of a way, like in a Kate Blanchett Ragnarok kind of a way, as opposed to
Meth Bear for $20 says current year properties are utterly oh my God, I can't even pronounce this word.
Put it on the screen.
It's on the Streamlabs side, so it's PIGRO.
Pignosis, as he put.
It's Pigro.
Pigroach. Is it Pignosis? Has he put Pignosis?
Is it Pignos? It doesn't look like here. I'll put the word.
Like, put it in the private chat.
I'll put it in the private chat. I don't.
I think it's a DSP-ism that he's doing.
DSP-ism.
I think so.
Doing DSP. What the fuck is that word?
Pigroachian.
Pigroachian,
yeah.
Serving creatively void content, calling it quality, and demanding love and adoration for destroying what we love. A shameful display. Totally agree.
Pigroachian, that's great.
I mean, what the fuck that? I was like, dude, are you messing with me, man?
He's a DSP detractor guy.
That's good.
He's a good man.
DSP. Sorry. Yeah. Offer Nave for $10 says, Gary, have you any doubt that EFAP could write a great Peeping Tom script, or that Anna could make a great costume, or that Az can act, or that Dan Vass can compose, or Perry edit? No. Then what are you waiting for? Give me a Peeping Tom movie. Well, we'd have to stop YouTubing to make anything. That's a big problem with comics. I mean, look at Eric July. Renaissance man. He's got bands, he raps, he makes comic books, he even had to stop to fulfill. And like that's a great commitment. Eric can do that. Not many people can. Not many people on this planet can. Eric can do it though, because that guy's got a crazy work ethic. I'm too old.
Yeah,
when I'm 30 and nobody cares, maybe I'll do it. I think Peeping Tom has been written a lot. There's some good stuff in there, and I think it would actually be funny. But that is completely up to other people, man. I don't even go on other like platforms that, like Rumble or Odyssey. I've been asked, but no, I put all my effort into this. Offer Nate. Well, also I've got a family that I need to see once in a while and kids. Offer Nave for $10. Gary, have you any doubt? Oh, I read that one. Damn it. Offer Nave for $5 says, P.S. As just think how many ladies will want to flash their teats at Peeping Tom after seeing the film. That might
but the point with Peeping Tom is Peeping Tom tries to see the Tartars, but all he ends up seeing is crime that he has to stop.
Yeah. He always gets interrupted. Like he's about to see the Tatas, and then he's all, damn it, I gotta save the world. Save the world, save the titties, save the world.
Oh,
save the titties, save the world. Something like that. Yeah. But here's yeah. But I think offer Nave, I think you're just assuming that it's ladies that he's looking at.
Oh yeah. Easy. We were going so well.
Mr. HP Sauce says, hi, Rags. Did Rags video come out today?
I saw one yesterday. He put a video out yesterday. I watched the Rags video yesterday.
I'm in it. I'm supposed to be in it. Maybe I didn't make the cut.
This is no slight on Rags. I was watching it very late, and I did fall asleep when I was watching it.
It's a long one. It's 2.5 hours, I think.
Oh no! I was watching a 45-minute one.
Maybe it's 45 minutes. Maybe, yeah.
It's about. No, I doubt you're in it because it's about video game. The one I saw was about video.
No,
game.
So this one will be something else, and I don't want to say what it is.
Okay.
But I'll be in it. The truth of it for £5 British pounds minus. I read that one. Mad Hatter 2905 for €10. Why didn't they kiss? Why? I'm so upset right now. I'm going to complain about it on Twitter because I can find some idiots who agree with me, and you guys are just negative and toxic with a little winky there. Oh, I think that would be a great troll, Mad Hatter. Yeah. Go out there and start complaining that there was no and like call all the weirdos to the yard and then just like play it like, I don't know, for a couple of hours, then just flip the script at the end. That'd be fun. It's a good way to waste 2 hours on Twitter. Dude, they came out of fracking nowhere. Yes, I haven't seen the Jodie bots in like a long time. And
I haven't seen him.
I read 3 of the tweets and I'm like, okay, that's enough. I mean, they can have their say. I don't care. She tried to be David so much she became him. LOL. That's good. Ace.
Hey.
She
wishes.
She wishes. Yeah. Sir Marhouse for $4.99. As I'm an American, but I will be moving to York in 2024 for grad school. Will you be my friend then when I move there? Because screw uni kids. Oh, university kids.
That's weird.
Is it? Will you be my friend?
You should probably make some good uni friends.
Yeah, might meet some girls.
Yeah. Or guys,
whatever you're into. Yeah. Mr. Luba for €5 says, have you heard the leaks about Netflix Witcher? Ex-writer claims many of the show's writers actively hate the source material and despise the games. That's pretty obvious, to be honest with you.
You mean the Yennefer show?
I mean, at least Yennefer like did things in the first season and was hot. But the second season where she had no powers and they had her science her way something, I was just like, because we need women in STEM.
And everyone just kept saying, you're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Just fuck off, feminists. Please.
Lauren Hisrich is the wrong person to be writing like medieval-based fantasy. Yes.
Now this shocks me.
Patty Constantine as the Doctor. Fuck yes. That would be unbelievable. For €20. or Reese Ifans,
Reese OnlyFans.
Ryas, Rye Bread OnlyFans. What his name is. John Morris for $5. Jodie's era as the Doctor is just fine. The 456 sucking the life out of us while they get high. What? Jodie's era as Doctor is not fine.
No. There's nothing fine about it. It was just created to destroy the legacy of the white legacy of the Doctor, white male legacy. That's what it's done for.
The Uber Geek for £5
Why was Dr. Ruth in this episode? Why? How did Yaz get in touch with Dr. Ruth? How did she
remember at the end of Flux? Nobody does because nobody watched it. And time itself showed up as Jodie, and they like set up like, hey, you're gonna have to pay your dues. And then like they burn the entire universe with the Flux, and they never put it back together. And they revisited anything from Flux, like it was a complete waste of time. And then fucking I'm blanking on his name, Dan, the guy they just sent packing in the beginning, right? Dan, yeah. Wait a minute. What's going on?
He was in all fairness, Dan was the worst companion there's ever been.
Yaz is the worst. Dan's pretty close though. Well, everything from Jodie's era is the worst it's ever.
Yes. Let's just go with that.
Hence
everything from Jodie's era is the worst.
Hence the title of this live stream. Do you guys think a female? Oh, I read that one. Can you explain the animated 1960s Doctor? It says Midnight 13 for $5. They brought David. You're talking about David Bradley coming back, the first Doctor. No. Well, what they did in it was supposed to be the Doctor in its own mind before the Doctor goes and regenerates, and there's like a fail safe. Like, are you sure you want to do this? I've always thought that once the regeneration process starts, it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, you have no choice in the matter. But now apparently there is in the subconscious.
No, Jesus fucking Christ. There's a Doctor called 10, okay, who didn't want to fucking regenerate
and did.
He ended up so full of his own hubris that he didn't want to regenerate. He could not prevent it.
Yep.
You cannot prevent the regeneration process. Once it starts, it cannot be stopped. This isn't a choice. It's boom. If your body was dying, and the body was dying because he was regenerating into the Doctor. So you've essentially taken 10's hubris arc, redemptive arc, once he realized, but he was, still sad at the end because he still had all these things he wanted to do, but he realized that he had to give up his life to save Wilf, And so when he's there and he's having his little sad moment saying, I don't want to go, he can't stop it. You can't put the fucking Kybers on this thing. It's done. It's dusted.
Did you like Tegan falling 60 stories and just being fine?
What was that?
I don't even know. She just jumped down what was it? It was some kind of access shaft.
Access shaft.
And she was fine. No osteoporosis, nothing. From my viewpoint on how much this season has damaged the Doctor brand, back in 12 era, when my friends would talk about how the show, I would think I need to watch that at some point. Now I don't, because they don't talk about it. No, they don't. That there's nothing in the, there's no cultural footprint around Doctor Who, around Star Trek, around the Rings of Power. There was, and they spent it. They spent all their goodwill. I suppose that one would watch this rubbish if they would use a beloved IP. I heard that Black Adam is good for a change. Thanks for your videos. Common census for £5 British. Yeah, I'm going to put a quick review on that. Oh shit, I was supposed to get it to Perry. On Nerdrotic Daily. It's going to be quick. It's fine. Like Black, if you want to just go see some explosions, some bass explosions, Michael Bay explosions, that it's fine. You want to see Henry come back, it's fine. Would I pay full price? No. I think the movie's like really mid, but some people are liking it, and quite frankly, it's better than anything Marvel has put out outside of Spider-Man No Way Home. You're on Sanborn for $20. I got a chuckle out of the Ace Graham initial interaction, at least. Yeah, it looked
What,
like
you mean Graham just turning up in the middle of a fucking Dalek-ridden volcano?
How'd he get there? How'd he get there?
Why? Never. Why is he there?
I don't know. Olivia Colman played Prisoner Zero during Matt Smith's era. Good times. Yes. The 11th Hour is a freaking all-timer episode.
Great.
Will Hatch. It's a great episode.
I
would watch it today. Great music, great story, great acting. One of the best fucking Doctor Who speeches right at the end.
Oh. In other words,
run. Oh, so good. Only thing I have to say about the 3 specials, get your money, David Tennant. Unfortunately, like Andor, I read that one. That's from John Smith. Titus Bowler for $4.99. Sorry if you've already answered this before, but I didn't see it. But would you? But who do you think is the best, worst Doctor and companion, and why? Worst, Jodie and all her companions, without a doubt. Ooh, best Doctor with companion. 4th Doctor, Sarah Jane Smith. Real basic answer. But in New Era, I'm a big fan of 9 and Rose. I think they were really
9
good.
and Rose, fantastic. God, those were the days.
Yep.
You know, when men were men and women were women.
And small furry creatures from Alpha Centauri were real small furry creatures from Alpha Centauri. We love Douglas Adams. Was in the Doctor Who fandom with a bunch of ladies like me back in the day. We never asked for this. I dropped out at the Capaldi era. Glad I never saw Dr. Karen says cat for 65 Swedish krona. Yes, many ladies. By the way, I would say, like, as far as audience is concerned, Doctor Who, especially in the later years, had it was pretty 50-50 from what I saw anecdotally. You know, when I was living in San Francisco, and we do the watch parties at my store, just generally going to Comic Cons. I've seen more women cosplay as the 12th Doctor than the 13th. A lot more women. So yeah, it's yeah.
By the way, can I just say the thumbnail for this fucking stream is amazing.
Oh, that's Perry. He's so good.
Yeah, he is.
He is going to be editing the video for this review. I don't know if I'm gonna. It's going to be a weird one to review because I don't want to break it down. Like the plot.
Oh, thanks, Gary.
Yeah. What?
Just got an email saying you took money off me.
How did I do that?
It's my membership renewed.
Oh, well, fucking pay up, bitch.
I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna put it in the fucking chat now. Then, since I can. Right. Here we go. Screw you, Gary.
Oh, what?
Boom. There you go. There's my membership.
You son of a bitch. Well, it's good that it didn't bounce this time.
Times are hard.
Well, I paid you. I sent you
did.
money. I sent you money. Oh, I gotta send you more though. I forgot the other money.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Well, you gotta say stuff. I don't do it.
I'm not gonna. Sorry, Daddy's a fucking arguing.
Hang on.
I can't. You can't. I can't do that. I just can't. I can't do that.
Hang on.
If a mistake's made, a mistake's made. I ain't gonna
something about Doctor Who real quick while I right now.
Dr. Ruth turned up as a hologram. Why? Don't care. Don't know. It was there because Chibnall said, hey, look, this is what I did. I fucked everything. And we're like, yes, we know. We know you fucked everything. And the Cyberman that was an interesting character from the Whittaker's second season that the Master killed. And everyone's just like, damn, that guy seemed like he could be pretty interesting. They brought him back as a clone. The Master cloned him and brought him back.
And like
for imagery.
I think the Time Lord Cyberman is silly, but like you could have certainly done something with that, especially with like Patient Zero Cyberman. That's pretty interesting too. Cyber persons. I know. I'm surprised.
Cyber they thems.
Cyber they thems. There's a lot of stuff they could have done that were the ideas that were good. By the way, sorry about that British pound against the dollar these days.
Oh,
it's probably my president's fault.
Yeah, can you send money in dollars next?
Well, I did. They converted.
I know.
So yeah.
Thanks, Liz. Cheers, Liz.
He's gone.
24 days and he just fucking stuffed the pound.
The last time we did a Doctor Who live stream, Queen Elizabeth was still alive. May she rest in peace. I think Boris was your prime minister still.
He might be again. Do you know that's the crazy thing? He might be again.
How? Did he just want a vacation? Is that all this was? What the fuck is going on over there? Well, I can't say anything. I know. He poops his pants.
Biden's probably laughing in America for 5 minutes.
No, he probably laughed.
Country whose name I can't remember because I'm a senile old fuck.
Yeah, he thinks
is worth
like Faulty Towers on BBC or something. He doesn't know where the fuck he is. But that's okay.
He's backed out now. Okay, Boris is just backed out. Backed out? You shouldn't have been allowed to fucking go in the first place again. Fuck off. Jeez, man.
Marquius for 100 Czechoslovakian pesos. Game rant. Some underwater sequences in The Little Mermaid are completely CGI due to the star having difficulties to swim. Oh yeah. Boy. Really? You were not kidding. What? Wow. I ain't touching that with a barge boat. I ain't touching that with a barge boat. That one. None at all. Talk amongst yourselves.
I ain't saying shit. You ain't gonna get me on that one, Copper.
Yeah, no, I got no. One silver lining. Dr. Karen has made me appreciate Colin Baker and his run more. By the way, you can get that on Blu-ray. His both seasons are available in Blu-ray. Especially when you consider his run was bad because an exec was banging his wife and trying to ruin his career. What? Really? That's mean. But I mean, like, get rid of that wife. Like, later, biatch. Like, you can have her.
Yeah.
I'll read
be like, nah.
Yeah. Shadow Chaser for, yeah, I did not know that. That's terrible. I feel bad for Colin. I like Colin Baker. I mean, he says some stupid shit, but I like him. Shadow Chaser for $1.99. Thank you. Says Doctor Who cares becomes Doctor So What? Right. Dr. Apathy.
Yeah.
For $20. So which story had a better plot? Oh, I read that one. The Timeless Child was just the Cartmel master plan repurposed and brought similar problems, but utterly taking away the mystery of the Doctor. Bored movie guy for 5 Canadian pesos. Yes. And one that was really never met, like never. It was that master plan repurposed, a master plan that should have never been, but it was there. And it was fine when other people would adhere to it. But the problem is Chibnall didn't give a fuck. So yeah. News just in. Despite receiving over 100 votes, David Tennant has decided not to stand in the next Doctor Who leadership competition.
Disgusting Films released the Regeneration as well.
Oh, have they?
Mm.
deep pan for $4.49.
I'm watching it right now.
Good.
By the way, Jodie Whittaker is so fucking annoying that even on a regeneration, instead of just putting her arm, raising the arms up to regenerate, she does this fucking like that with the fucking arms. Just like you even had to be fucking obnoxious on your send off,
Yeah, they just randomly had a Dalek betray his entire race because they finally figured out that we've outlived our purpose. And again, great concept that you just fucking wasted so much shit.
Yes. No setup.
None.
What is Chibnall set up? Nothing.
No.
This was literally like a hodgepodge of scenes, and we need to get from here to here, so we're just going to insert this. Makes no sense. Don't worry about it.
How is he working in the industry? Like, he sucks. He's not good. He is not good. Jump the shark. I believe they kidnapped the shark, vigorously sexually assaulted it repeatedly, then chopped it up into chum to attract the next victim, says Jesse Meek for $10 concerning She-Hulk. Wow, that was good.
Spoiler alert, this is the bitch burning. Why is her regeneration so fucking huge?
Because girls can do it.
Oh, it should be like here. It should be like cut off around here-ish. But look at it. It's fucking... She's not over, she's not over stuff with the time vortex that she blew the fucking thing off from...
This would blow holes in the fucking TARDIS, Yeah, jeez. Yeah, they just... Maybe it's bigger now because the Matt Smith...
I thought it was just going to turn into a huge pride flag. Just a big rainbow. Rainbows coming out of a fucking...
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rainbow trans.
Jeez. Peppermint oil capsule for £5 British. So glad the Dalek films are separate from the Tarnished TV series. I can enjoy Peter Cushing as an inventor called Doctor Who, unsullied by this nonsense. Yeah. And those are available, I think, on Blu-ray as well. Poor John Bruise for $5 says, and that's bruise, like not a bruise on your arm, like bruise, like drink some bruise, bro. My mother. And that's that he talked about the scarf. I read that one. It's Hugh Janus. Hugh Janus for £2 British. I have a ring of power. Jesus, I love live streams. Josh B for $8.99. Seeing Paul McGann made my week, even if it was only for a couple of seconds. Give Paul a show, for fuck's sake. Dude, so many have been saying that, including yours truly. Bill Durkin for $10 says, every time Az gets... Oh, I read that one. Center Negative for $9.99. Matt Smith was my intro into Doctor Who. Adding to that scene you just referred, when Who makes Amy swear to him on something that matters, and she calls back to fish fingers and custard. No one had their chemistry. You're right. They have pretty fucking good chemistry. Swear to me on something that matters. It's like, oh. Council of the Ring is just another excellent Tolkien channel, very knowledgeable and lore-centric, with a fantastically dry sense of humor. Rest in peace, Doctor Who, and hail to the Fellowship, says After Wit for $10. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to get through as many of these as I can because we are on a time limit today, because I have another live stream.
We're over the time.
and you have a brother visiting.
Yeah, my brother's at a hotel. I'm staying here for the night, so I'm good for whatever.
I'm refreshing my screens. Sorry. WG for $100.
Wow.
And then he says, "Don't read it." Okay. Okay. I'm reading it anyway.
I got that the other day.
Yeah. So yeah, WG, I'm gonna send you my number. I'm gonna send you my digits. Okay. Just to answer that. But thank you. You could have just email. My wife would have just email. My wife will let me know. But thank you, WG. You are too kind. What a good person. What a good person. He's going to be at the meetup in Orlando on the 30th. As will be at meetups next year. If not, then I'm just going to go to his fucking country. I'll be at your country next year. About this time, well, a little earlier. No, around this time next year, I will be in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be with Shad and the Nerdrotic crew. Now it's going to be split up because it's going to be partially like a meetup that we're going to do in Europe, and then I'm going to bail on all of you and hang out with my wife for our 20th anniversary, wedding anniversary, and we're going to enjoy our anniversary. But before that, we're going to make it like a European tour. It'd be pretty fucking cool. Earl Starbuck. I'm staying at your house, by the way, just so you know.
Dude, I can't even. I'm too big for this house.
I will sleep on your boxes of hot toys. It's fine.
No, you're 53. You're never gonna. They're not here anyway. They're in storage.
Oh, yeah. I sleep.
I can't.
I sleep on. No, I'll stay in a hotel.
I'll put you in a hotel.
No, I'll put myself in one. There is a tempest in me. Did Guy Ladriel eat one of Shakespeare's plays? I miss the David Tennant, Matt Smith era, especially Gillen and Coleman. Hail Friday Night Tights, says Earl Starbuck for $5. Coleman, great potential. Wasn't my favorite.
Jenna Coleman, great actress. Beats as fuck.
Yeah, without a doubt. Great in The Snowman and Asylum of the Daleks, which is
Snowman's great episode. And I was unexpected because obviously we didn't know what he was going to do with the Clara, so I was actually quite surprised by the ending because I thought, he's actually going to take this Victorian lady into the TARDIS with him, and then she's going to see all these different things, but yeah, so that was it's very great. The Great Intelligence.
I remember when they did the casting call for the Bells of St. John, and they were like, yeah, we need people in San Francisco who get trapped, in the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I remember hearing about that casting call because they had somebody just go up to, there's a lookout point overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge in Marin where you get a great shot of the city and stuff. No human poop up there like there is in the city, but I missed it. Sub-Zero Ping You Drive for $4.99 says
now just plain zero.
Now just plain zero. Petition to get Az to review Heartstopper. It makes She-Hulk look like Breaking Bad. It is that awful. LOL.
Heartstopper.
What's fucking Heartstopper?
I have no idea. Oh, is that that Netflix vampire lesbian girl thing? Am I just wishing?
Maybe. Jubs McGee for £5 says, love that
UK comedy series.
Love that the UK lost its first female doctor and third female prime minister in the same week. Both having done a bad job who nobody wanted. Oh. Well done, UK. Feminism.
Feminism.
Watson for $5 says Damian Lewis as the next doctor. He'd finally become a ginger. I don't think you're going to see a white doctor maybe ever again, unless they bring back old ones.
Well,
David Individual for $2 says, how did I avoid monkeypox? Well, I'm straight. And I've been married to the same woman for 19 years.
He didn't have any gay orgies.
I didn't go to any gay orgies. That that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's how I avoided monkeypox. But I think they might be.
Oddly enough, monkeypox free.
The Doctor is finally rescued by Captain Jack, revealing that he was a captive, and the entire Jodie Whittaker regeneration is an implanted illusion by the Cybermen to keep the Doctor from escaping, says Kurt Mueller for $10. You already wrote a better plot than the entirety of the Chibnall run right there in a $10 super chat. Bless you. Melody Bigelow for $10 says Eccleston was my first Doctor. The fourth is my favorite. Now I just ignore it and read other stuff. Ever tried the Humans Are Weird book by Betty Adams, a mix of Red Dwarf and Doctor Who? No, I haven't, but I'll check it out. I like, yeah. Toby, thoughts on Toby Stevens' regeneration axed by BBC? Peppermint oil for £2 British.
Toby Stevens
regeneration. Was he supposed to be a doctor? That would have been good. The BBC probably axed a lot of things. They never said, because they went to somebody else prior to Capaldi to become a doctor, and that person said no, and they never said who it was.
Gotta be a doctor to regenerate.
Yep. John Pertwee was the best Doctor. Lost interest after Christopher Eccleston. I'm old, by the way. So am I, Andrew. And I still liked it for £5 British. It's okay, though. Us old guys got to stick together. Why does the sun never set on the British Empire? No one would ever trust a Brit in the dark, says Eric K for $5. Well,
where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, that's a little harsh. I mean, they're not all like,
all right.
Okay. Wow. Jimmy Savile was like, a weirdo, but we have our share here too.
He's a pedo, no matter what.
Well, a piece of shit. Hopefully burning in the worst type of hell. McCoy for $10 Strange New Worlds. It wasn't actually that bad, and more Return to Star Trek roots recommended. Been watching you guys for years. Thanks for all the stuff you guys have been doing. Love Friday Night Tights. Hail. I tried Strange New Worlds and it just felt like Kurtzman Trek to me. No thanks. 11 predicted the ratings. Geronimo, says the Rand Man for $2. Gary, going to regenerate into Whittaker. And then he says, just kidding, says B Buster. That would be the end of this channel. All right. We're going to wrap things up. If I missed some, I will make them up on is BBC on my channel or your channel this week?
My channel this week.
It's on your channel this week. All right. So I'll do a makeup before I go to Orlando. Phillies win. Padres gave up 8-inning 2-run homer. Alexander Kelly says, yeah, I know. I watched it. It was not fun. It's okay. I'm a Padre fan. I'm a San Diego Padre fan. I don't know what a championship looks like, and losing is in our DNA. So we can handle losses.
Aww.
Started watching Doctor Who in 2005. Loved 9, 10, and 11. Companions are awesome. Loved Capaldi, but the writing was so bad I stopped. Didn't care about female Doctor. Question: what happened with the only 12 Doctor rule? Well, it was Time of the Doctor. So they inserted somehow the regeneration didn't count because of the, oh my God, Sisters of Karn. Created a brew for the 8th Doctor, who was dying anyway, to regenerate into the War Doctor. So that didn't count against it. And then he got re-upped on the regenerations by the Time Lords in the Time of the Doctor. And we don't know we don't know if it's just 12, 13, 15 forever. But they reasserted the timeless child in this episode. They did.
Yeah.
In 2 lines.
And even the black girl creature, she was just like, Yeah, you go. Like it comes to life, like different, like that thing, like it comes like a different dimension, in it. So she talked about that being from a different dimension.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's being funny. Road Rager for $1.99. The guy who plays Prince Daemon Targaryen in House of the Dragon should be the doctor. I'm confused. Why did the 13th Doctor clothing regenerate? Because David Tennant didn't want to put that shit on.
Yes. You want to dress like a girl.
That I don't think they I think they correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't have another doctor.
What, at the time of this regeneration?
Yep. But they can green.
We don't know when Ncuti Gatwa was cast. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And I don't really get I think the reason they changed it is, I mean, you would think for merchandising, but there's not that much merchandise. Like the only merchandising for Doctor Who, like as far as action figures are concerned, is they're just repainting and redoing some old ones, which are cool. Lots of Daleks out there. But yeah. Will Allen, thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate it. Tommy Cook for $2 says male doctors' lives matter. You're right. You're right. Obviously, because they're bringing them back. As for PM, first New Zealander to be a UK Prime Minister, says Yamashi Reshni for $10. Mikey Gussler. Gary, did you get my email of the digital copy of the code for Punisher Warzone? I did. I got 2 copies of my 4K Best Buy Steelbook last week. Hope you have fun with it. Oh, thanks, man. I got to get the 4K of that, but thanks. I'll take the digital copy and watch it. Ray Stevenson came by my store to do promo for it. I'll put the picture on Twitter. I have a picture of me and Ray Stevenson in front of a poster when he came by.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice. Met a lot of very interesting. I met Peter Jackson. I met Tyrese Gibson, MC Hammer, Robin Williams. Yeah, a lot of people came in my store. A lot of those famous types came in my store. All right. What would you like? What would you like to plug? What the hell is that?
Tuesday, Real BBC, my channel this week. And other than that, watch my videos, subscribe to my channel.
We had like 7,300 people watching this.
Wow.
At some point. That was crazy. And we still got
people
200 right now. Thank both of you guys for keeping me sane for the last few years. Well, mostly, says Sirloin. Sirloin. That's a good name, by the way, for
Sirloin.
Sirloin for $5. And thank you for keeping us sane. I got a
loin steak.
I guess I got a video coming out, but I mean, this pretty much wraps it up for Doctor Who on this channel. Kind of an end of an era.
You're not going to watch the 60th?
I mean, like I don't know if I'm going to review it. We'll see. I don't want. Yeah, you know what? I could change my mind, so it might not be.
Yeah, if it is 3 specials, then
it might be worth taking a look at, especially if
it's going to be 3 and out. We know that Ncuti Gatwa was in the specials.
That wasn't much of a trailer.
No,
that was like what?
Literally
that's all you got.
2 seconds.
And that thing like wrapped filming a long time ago. So yeah, hopefully we'll get the special spread out over the year and not just towards the end, leading up to the 50th or 60th.
And the wonderful and recently deceased Bernard Cribbins will be in there.
Yeah, we'll be in it. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to, seeing him one more time. And rest in peace, Bernard Cribbins. You were a fucking legend. Love you, man. John Taint, thank you for the $9.99. Appreciate it. All right. I've got
John Tant.
John Taint. Did I say Taint?
Not Taint.
Tainted love Taint. Sorry.
I think the Taint I was thinking, mister.
Easy. Rings of Power video coming out tomorrow morning. Perry Chan edited Doctor Who video coming out later this week. I'll be on Orlando starting Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Live streams, Real BBC Tuesday on Az's channel. And then I'll catch you all in about, what time is it? 5:38 in a few hours with a wrap up of House of the Dragon. I'm sure a lot of you pirates already watched it already, but we're waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, it leaked, didn't it?
It did. That happened to Game of Thrones all the time, like all the time. And it had to happen to House Hot D, except it counts a lot more now. Like when you got a streaming service that's just barely hanging on, yeah, it's got to be a pisser. So I will see you in a few hours. And thank you for giving me your time away from your bro.
No problem. It's all right.
And yeah, I guess when Tanic comes back, maybe we'll be back. We'll see.
Maybe someday.
Ciao, everyone.
Bye.